Um, Hi everybody. Today we'll present you Liip Talk about how to get involved in Drupal projects. Okay, first I will do a little introduction to tell you a bit about Drupal if you don't know yet what it is. So it's a content management system. So basically you can create a website and you will be able to manage your content, users, permissions, etc. So you can really build a small website or bigger website. Drupal is known for its flexibility. There is a core, there is a Drupal core, and to extend it, you have many modules, like thousands of modules to extend the functionalities of Drupal. All the modules are provided by the community. And the latest version is Drupal 8. It was released in 2015. Okay, so now let's move on to the biggest part of my presentation. I will give you some hints on how to get involved in Drupal projects. There are many aspects. I will start with the user support. You can help on user support. There are many places where you can provide support for the users and developers, etc. So you have first the Drupal forums. So this is a place where you can ask for help if you don't know how to set up Drupal, or if you have a problem with modules, anything, you can ask questions and people can answer to you. So you can provide your help here, or you can also go to Drupal Answers, which is a website a bit like Stack Overflow, but it's really specialized in Drupal. So people can also ask questions about Drupal, and you can provide your help by answering those questions. This website is more active than the Drupal forums, actually. When you usually search for an answer, you go on this website. You can also provide your help in the issue queues of the modules. So for the Drupal core and for each module, you have an issue queue when you can report bugs, or you can ask for some evolutions on modules. So you can answer the questions here and provide patches and just help the community. If you prefer to help people on live, you can also connect to the IRC channels and also the Slack channels. Basically, the Slack channels are a bit like our Drupal Guild channels, except that there are thousands of people in it. So you can ask directly for help, and people will help you. Another thing you can help about is the documentation. So you can write some documentation or review the current one or improve the documentation. So there's always needs for improving documentation. And on the internet, you can find many documentation about Drupal. You can go to the Drupal.org website where you can find the official documentation of Drupal, of many versions of Drupals. So you can provide your help here. You also have some embedded documentation inside the modules or the themes, like the README files, or when you install a module, you always have some hints or help to know how to use it, so we can help improving this kind of documentations. You can also check out the page for new contributor task, so you can know where to start to help on documentation. There is also a need for translations. In Drupal, you have an admin interface where the user can enter new contents, build menus, etc. So there are many items to translate, such as menu items, buttons, button labels, etc. And this is by default in English, and there are like hundreds of available language translations, and many are incomplete or needs to be improved. So you can go to the translation server. This is the place where all translations are centralized, and you can provide your help, join a team language, and follow the process. There is also a video that explains you how to do it. So it's really interesting. And here you don't even need to be a developer. You can help because you can provide translation from your own language. There is also a need for to translate documentation, because for each community, from countries or from languages, you have specific documentation translated. So this would need some help as well. Here I put a screenshot where you can see the admin interface in German, and you see that there are some English strings left, so it's a bit mixed. So this needs to be improved. There's also a need for design and usability improvement. There have been many initiatives to improve usability, user experience in Drupal 8, also accessibility. So there are polls and studies were made to improve that. So there's always a need for feedback so we can improve content creation and site building. There is a usability group for that, a UX page. So it's really about educate developers and grow the UX team so we can have more designers that can improve that. Another thing interesting to do is writing a blog post related to Drupal. So it's really about sharing your knowledge and expertise and maybe give some feedback. There are like many subjects to explore, like giving feedback on project, or writing a tutorial on how to do something, or share your experience when you attended a Drupal event. So there are many things to talk about and share the knowledge about Drupal. And if you're lucky enough, you can be published in the weekly drop. That is the official Drupal newsletter. So your blog post can be published here and you have some visibility. It's pretty cool. You can also reference your blog post on Planet Drupal. It's a specific website where you can, when all related blog posts or whatever related to Drupal are published. It's like a feed of all articles related to Drupal from all around the world, so it's really interesting. And at Liip, we also have our blog, and you have a Drupal category, so you can find all the articles published by Liipers related to Drupal. So here we have an example of Donato's blog post about an event he attended this year. You can also attend Drupal events. There are many events all around the world. It could be in the United States, in Europe, in Asia. It's really all around the world. One of the biggest events in the Drupal community are the DrupalCons. It's really cool. It's like 3 days of conferences. There are many tracks such as development, user experience, content creation, site building. Like there is a topic for everyone. And it's really big events where thousands of people are attending, and there are really a cool atmosphere in this kind of events. In the Drupal community, Drupal community has a good. It's cool, simply. It's like you can look at Michel's blog posts about it, talk about how we can learn from the Drupal community. And it's really a good hint about how the community is. And there are other smaller events, such as Drupal Dev Days, that are more focused on development. You have Drupal camps where you can meet the local communities. It's really interesting. And you have also Drupal meetups. It's like do a presentation, and there is an apéro, so you can share with the community. You can also sponsor events. So as a company, it's really help developing Drupal. And what is cool is that you giving your support and sponsoring events for Drupal, you really are visible as a company that cares about Drupal, and you become more noticeable within the community. And you can have a different level of sponsoring. It can be like you will be mentioned in the social media, or you will have a spot at an event, such as on the screen on the image I put in the slide. So you can yeah, you can be known in the community, do some networking, and have some goodies, so you can have some marketing about your company. And this year, Liip sponsored the Drupal Mountain Camp in Davos. So we support Drupal. You can also give some money to the Drupal Association. So it will help to support Drupal.org, and it will help support the maintenance and infrastructure. It will also support the organization of worldwide events such as DrupalCons, Drupal Dev Days. And you can also become a member of the Drupal Association. So you can be a member as an individual member, or you can also subscribe as an organization member. Another good thing is to help about testing modules and testing Drupal core. There are tasks for developers and non-developers. So if you're a developer, you can help reviewing some patches or writing unit tests. If you're not a developer, or even for developers, you can also provide usability feedback. So Drupal and its project can all improve. You can also provide your help on development. So provide your help on modules, core, and themes. You can create some new modules if you feel like there is a feature that doesn't exist and you feel the need to write a new module, you can submit it. You can also create sandboxes, so it's more for experimental modules, so you can add your code and people can use it and maybe give you some feedback. You can also provide some code snippets, so to help other developers in the issue queues of a module. And you can also submit patches to a module or to Drupal core. So there is a legend that says that if you hack Drupal without creating a patch or something, kittens got killed. So it's really a bad thing. I mean, for developers that update modules, they cannot know that what has been modified. So it's really recommended to write a patch and submit it to the communities to help the module move forward. So here I will just show you the process of how to create a patch and submit it to Drupal. So I will give you the scenario. So you're a developer that's working on a module. So here I'm taking an example of leaflet views Ajax pop-ups. So this is a module that enables you to, on a map, to have info boxes with some content in it. And while working on this module, I noticed that the text in the pop-ups was not translated. So what I did is I searched on the internet, and I also searched on the issue queue of the modules if the problem existed, and I noticed nobody reported the bug. So I created a new issue for that, explaining with a clear title what was the problem, and explaining in a brief description what is the problem and how you can reproduce it. And then I found a solution to resolve it. So I created a patch. So what I did is inside the module folder, I updated the code, and I created the patch with git diff command, and I put it in a file. I named the file with the name of the module, quick description, and the ID of the issue queue. And then I wanted to make sure that my patch was working, so I removed all my changes, and I reapplied the patch on my module using the patch-p1 command. So the command said that everything was working well. So I was sure that my patch was working. And then I uploaded this patch to the issue queue, and I changed the status in needs review, so the maintainer of the module can have a notification and review it. And then days, weeks, months later, a maintainer reviewed the patch and committed to the module. So basically, I got a notification, and I was credited in the commit with my username, my Drupal username. So I was happy. No kitten were killed while doing that. And a cool thing is that on my profile page, there is like a history of what I did with Drupal and all the projects I contributed to. So I can see that I have one commit in leaflet views Ajax pop-ups. So to finish, I would say that Drupal is really moving forward and improved thanks to its community of passionate volunteers. And there is like really many aspects where you can help. Like there are non-technical tasks, technical tasks, and everybody can help. And it's really sometimes it really takes like 30 minutes to help. It's like really a small time commitment. And you can really, by doing so, you're joining a great community and can really make a change with Drupal projects. So thank you for listening to me. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have some feedbacks about my presentation, as it was my first laptop, I'm happy to hear it, bad or good. And if you have any questions, I'm listening to you. What's going on? Does anybody have questions from Zurich, Lausanne, Sangal? Here. Should I change something on the screen? Burn, maybe?
Je pense que oui. T'as la lumière là, ça me faut. Non, c'est bon.
I didn't get the question.
My question is, what is the license you have to put the patches in, and how is that solved within Liip?
What is the license? I didn't get it.
Under which license do you have to put the code contributions for Drupal?
When providing patches, or?
Yes.
Yeah, the thing is, when I create a patch, it's really I have the module, the existing module on my computer, and then I just provide my correction, but I don't need to add any license credit or something. So I just know that it's Drupal and all its module is open source project, but I cannot tell you which license exactly. So, or maybe somebody knows from the Drupal store. Nobody knows. Just that you just submit the patch, and then the maintainer of the module is able to update its module, but I cannot say which license is needed exactly.
Thank you. No more questions in Lausanne.
No questions in Zurich, I believe.
Okay. So thank you, everybody.